Thomas Partey has been denied access to Canada. Not only that, he's been denied access to his training camp in America. Now, this is huge news, not only for football, but also because of Thomas Partey. Bearing in mind, a certain Arsenal manager called Mikel Arteta defended this bloke for 3 years. Listen, we all know why. I'm not going to say why, but we all know why this person cannot be entering Canada or USA. Now, what does this mean for Ghana? Well, first of all, England played Ghana in the group stages, so this is a huge, huge plus point for the England national team, because Thomas Partey, listen, what he's done outside of football, we're not going to talk about, but on the football pitch, he's a huge player for Ghana. He's a massive player for Ghana. Him and Semenyo are probably their two best players. So for him to be out, potentially out, for both, if not all, the group games, that is huge. Absolutely massive. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I hope he is out. But yeah, are we not surprised? I just want to say, certain Arsenal manager defended him for 3 years. That's all I'm going to say.
The 2026 FIFA World Cup is shaping up to be one of the most politically controversial World Cups in FIFA history as U.S. geopolitical tensions take center stage. Between travel advisories, visa restrictions, detainments, this is shaping up to be an incredibly dangerous tournament. I mean, first and foremost, between the U.S. and Iran, this is the first time a host country is actively at war with a participating nation. And because of that, the U.S. has imposed visa restrictions on several members of the country's delegation, including the Football Federation. Even the Iranian players are being refused lodging. They're allowed in the country for matches only and have to fly back into Mexico at the end of every single game day. The U.S. has even revoked Iran's allocation of tickets, obstructing Iranian supporters from attending games. But it's not just Iran, they're targeting Iraqi players too. Iraq's World Cup striker Ayman Hussein was detained for 7 hours at Chicago's O'Hare Airport. They subjected him to hours of questioning against his will and even went through his phone and personal belongings. He was eventually allowed to enter the country, but the team's photographer, who works for the Iraqi Olympic Committee, he was denied entry and sent back home. Additionally, Somalia's first ever World Cup referee was denied entry into the U.S. Omar Abdelkader Arten was set to make history as the first Somali referee selected to officiate a World Cup FIFA match. He was selected Africa's best male referee in 2025. He is renowned across the country and he had a valid visa. But he was denied entry, and FIFA confirmed he will not be able to participate in the tournament. Senegalese players are also facing strict background checks upon entry to the United States, as are members of the Uzbekistan team whose bags were searched by sniffer dogs. It seems the politics of the World Cup are primarily impacting members of the global south. Muslim countries, African countries, non-European and non-white countries.
It is an accusation. It is charges. How many times have we looked at footballers being accused of stuff and then it is found out that it was not true? Neymar, Benjamin Mendy, Daniel Alves, all kinds of people, and yet Canada doesn't want to allow Thomas Partey into their nation for an accusation, for charges. Not that it has been proven true. It is accused, accusation, charges. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong because at the end of the day, if it is found out that this is not true, Canada needs to apologize to Thomas Partey. They need to make an apology to Thomas Partey. This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. How could you not allow him enter the country because of an accusation? An accusation. Footballers are losing a lot because Benjamin Mendy lost a contract, lost all kinds of stuff because of accusation. And then it was found out that it was not true. This is terrible. It sets a terrible precedent because we're talking about accusation. Accusation. Really? So once you're accused now, then the country can just take a decision and say and decide. Who decides? Is it the country or the law court? This is terrible.
So sad news for Ghanaians. Thomas Partey will not be able to play against Panama on the 17th of June 2026 at the BMO field in the Black Stars' first game in the ongoing 2026 FIFA World Cup in USA, Mexico and Canada. According to The Athletic, the player has been denied visa entry to Canada, and it is a sad news for all of us. Now, let's talk about the details. Many have been asking me, why? What is the reason? Let's talk about it. Please like the video first, share, and follow to get more. So, according to The Athletic, this is what they posted on their official website, FIFA statements concerning this particular issue. FIFA can confirm that player Thomas Partey will be unable to travel from Ghana's team-based camp in Boston, USA, to Canada for their first match against Panama on Wednesday, 17 June, as his visa application has been refused by the Canadian government. FIFA is not involved in the immigration process of host countries, including the adjudication of visas. As with previous FIFA events, the host government ultimately determines who receives a visa and is admitted into the country. So according to The Athletic, FIFA, they've also confirmed that Partey will not be able to play for the Ghana Black Stars team. Now, the why. Why was he denied the visa? Well, as of now, we don't have the details of the reason why the player was denied visa entry to Canada. But according to the IRCC, I'm talking about the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, they cannot speak on this matter. Partey in 2025, he was actually charged with 5 counts of rape and 2 counts of assault cases. The player actually denied it in court. He said he is not guilty. In 2026, he was also charged again with 2 new counts of rape, and the player has also denied. So it looks like maybe that might be the reason why. But as I said, as of now, the details or the reasons as to why the player was denied visa entry is not clarified. But see, we all know this, we know these things, and that is also unfortunate for the player. So the Black Stars, we will have to go with new players in the midfield. Maybe Calibre in the midfield for us, with Kwesi Sibo, and probably any other midfielder, Augustin Boacho or any other. So that is what we have at the moment, and I have to share these details for you guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comment box. Like the video, share, and follow to get more.
Over 16,800 people canceled their FIFA World Cup tickets over the last 48 hours. This surge in cancellation of tickets is fueling a call for a boycott of the World Cup in general in America, citing that America is not safe for not only the fans, but especially the athletes that are coming from nations that our current government deems shitholes. 4 years ago, the World Cup was held in Qatar. When that announcement was made, there were a bunch of human rights organizations and watch groups who had their ears turned up to say, how could you possibly do a World Cup in the Arab world that's not in line with democracy, freedom, and human rights? And now we have people from the Arab world canceling their tickets in the modern free Western world due to human rights concerns and violence that's being done against people of a specific race, religion, and phenotype. Fans are citing safety fears, political protests, and a growing human rights concern about the way that humans are being treated in America. In response to the growing backlash, FIFA has announced that they're going to set an emergency meeting this week to discuss the ongoing concerns and how to mitigate tens of thousands, if not 100,000 people canceling their tickets. The games are set to start from June 11th, and they're taking place in Canada, America, and Mexico, but the bulk of the games are being done in America, where we currently have ICE and police attacking American citizens. Like, I knew that this would be a concern, especially with when you look at the countries that are football, soccer fans. It's all the people that this current administration hates. It's not majority white people. Yeah, a lot of Europeans love soccer, but a lot of the countries are coming from Black, brown, Muslim, Arab, Asian, Latino people. The people that by said racial profiling would get picked up by ICE. ICE, who is killing American citizens and rounding up kids, underage kids. ICE even rounded up a priest, and they had a priest at gunpoint. And then they put the priest in the car, detained him, and they kept trying to intimidate the priest. And he was like, I'm not scared of you. And then they said to him, well, you're white. You're not fun anyway.
An ICE agent literally came over to me and said, what did you say? I said, I am not afraid. And they pointed a gun in my face. ICE put handcuffs on my hands and put me in a black SUV. And then a few moments later, they came back and they said, are you afraid yet? And I said, no. And then they said it. Well, you're white. you wouldn't be fun anyway. It was then that I knew that this staging, that
shocking news today as Thomas Partey has been denied entry to Canada for their first match in Toronto against Panama. Come on, man. We have seen countless situations like this where players have been accused of a rape case and majority of the time they are found guilty. So why deny a player, not a player, a legend, the chance to perform in his World Cup? Maybe his last World Cup. Come on, man. Come on, FIFA. This is a World Cup. How can you say you have a World Cup without the world watching? Every day we keep getting issues. First the US, now Canada. Soon we are going to get another issue from Mexico. What's going on? What's actually going on? We have seen players like Alvarez, Neymar Jr., Daniel Alvarez, a lot of players accused of rape case and they are always guilty. Or let's call a spade a spade. Maybe it's just the fact that he's from Ghana. So that's there's nothing you're gonna tell me, man. Racism still exists, believe it or not. There's a lot of racism. I don't just know how to put it. First we had issue with the Somalian referee, now Thomas Partey. The fact that we have seen a lot of situations like this and players have never been denied access to a country. Why must he be Partey? Because he's a black, he's from Africa, right? Yes, racism still exists. Think what you want to think. Please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell and don't forget to comment what you think about this.